Hello again. Yes, we have sound, we have pictures, and we're ready to go with match number 2 here at the GeoComply Remote Darts League. And a match out of all the fixtures that I've been particularly looking forward to. Always like it when these two clash on the oche, albeit separate oches this evening. The man from Wales, Jim Williams, and the man from the Netherlands, Richard Veenstra. Good evening.
Hi, Richard.
Hello, hello. So, Jim Williams, let's start with you. Tell us about your day. Was it an early start? Have you been working hard? Are you ready to play darts?
Yes, it was an early start. We were up with the boy this morning early, and then been in the sun all day, so I'm glowing a little bit here.
But feeling positive about the evening. You've been up and down so far the last couple of nights we've seen you. Maybe not fully focused. We want all eyes on the board this evening.
Yeah, I think it's just more lack of practice at the moment, to be honest. Like, not having time and stuff, but I've been expecting that, to be fair. So just hope it's a good one now, especially against Rich, because I think I probably owe him a couple.
Well, the thing is, Jim, we jest about it, but I mean, we talked about it during the first Remote Darts League. You're juggling your work, a young baby. Despite that, you reached the semi-finals of the first Remote Darts League, so no reason you can't push on again here, show some form, and get into the top 4.
Yeah, like I say, you just got to keep picking up the points where you can, haven't you? So that's the aim, just getting to the last 4, really.
Yeah, and similar for Richard. I mean, I know you were keen to get wins on the board, Richard, and your last session with us, you had 2 draws before you picked up the win in the last game.
Yeah, a lot of draws. Yeah,
yes.
And then you missed points, right? So,
yeah, I mean, there have been good matches for the neutrals. We've enjoyed watching you, but as you say...
Yeah, I was playing good games against Harry Winnie and Tony O'Shea. He was playing tremendous against me, but yeah. We'll see tonight. It's another day, another night.
Indeed, and you talked about your head-to-head record. Jim mentioned it. Do you know the score between you?
No. I don't care either, but
he doesn't care, Jim. He doesn't care.
It's close always, so...
There was one match, if people were watching online at any point, where these two actually switched national shirts for a match. We had Jim in the Dutch orange.
Yeah, we won't be doing that again. We got a bit of telling off for that.
But I thought it was great fun. We're not doing that this evening. They're in separate homes. The north of Holland, the north of Wales. So what could go wrong?
Yeah, good luck, Rich.
Good luck, bye.
Yes, indeed. I can't pretend to know exactly where either of these two live, but I can't even pronounce where Richard lives. I know it's in the north of Holland. He's an hour ahead of ours, of course, in the UK. Jim, over the Welsh border there. In Pristine.
Ozenzel.
There we go. And both of them very well equipped in their own national shirts for their countries. Jim Williams, the World Cup singles champion in 2015, and that very same year, Richard took the World Cup pairs title. That was over in Turkey. Richard, a European Cup singles champion a year later, and Jim, part of the winning team in the 4-man event over in Romania. So both of them very experienced at international level. Richard, a Lakeside semi-finalist, former Dutch Open champion. Jim, the reigning World Trophy champion and a World Championship finalist. So when the practice starts are over, it is Jim that throws first.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good game, Jim.
Game on. $100.
$140.
$60.
$140.
100.
100.
60.
Richard requires 121.
55. No, 53.
Yeah, 53. It's in the 17 there.
Oh, 125.
Richard requires 68.
28. 48.
48 scored. Jim, you require 56.
Game shot in 2.
Yep, the first leg goes to Jim Williams. Second leg, Richard to throw first.
134.
100.
74.
180.
Yeah, the first of the match goes to Jim.
140.
92.
Richard, you require 153.
57.
Jim requires 129.
48 left. 38 left, sorry.
Yeah, so 91 scores in the 12. Richard requires 96.
78.
Jim, you require 38.
7.
Richard requires 18.
14.
Jim, you require 31.
Game shot.
Yeah, second leg, Jim Williams. Third leg, it's Jim to throw first.
59.
80.
59.
96.
55.
140.
43.
60.
180.
Second 180 for Jim. Richard on 125.
35.
35. Jim on 105.
65.
65. Richard on 90.
Yeah, into.
Yep, great check out there. The third leg, Richard Veenstra. Fourth leg, Richard to throw first.
$60.
78. 83.
60.
60.
140.
180.
180, number 3 for Jim.
100.
138.
Richard on 141.
130.
Jim, you require 40.
No score.
Richard, you require 11.
Game in 2.
Game shot and the fourth leg, Richard Veenstra. Fifth leg, Jim to throw first.
$180.
A perfect start to the leg for Jim Williams.
100.
96.
85.
105.
96.
And Jim, you require 120.
80.
100.
Jim, you require 40.
'No. No score.
Richard on 120.
60.
Jim requires 40.
$35.
Richard, you require 60.
$40.
Jim, you require 5.
No score.
Richard, you require 20.
Oh, 15. No
Yeah,
score.
the wrong bed, no score. Jim, back to 5.
One.
1 scored. Richard, you require 20.
Yeah, what the last one?
He finds it for the 5th leg, Richard Veenstra. 6th leg is Richard to throw first.
$100.
$140.
$180.
The 5th of the match, the first of Richard.
$60.
$85.
$180.
180, number 5 for Jim. Richard on 136.
96.
Jim, you require 121.
Oh man, 31 left.
Yeah, slips out of the hand. 90 scored. Richard, you require 40.
Yeah, into.
It's game shot. And the 4th leg to Richard Veenstra. The 4th leg for him, that is. The 7th leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$140.
$100.
$140.
$100.
$100.
$125.
Jim, you require 121.
$65.
60.
Jim on 56.
Game shot in 2.
Yep, the 7th leg, Jim Williams. 8th leg, Richard to throw first.
$60.
60.
140.
80.
140.
60.
Richard on 161.
89.
60.
Richard, you require 72.
40.
140.
Richard, you require 32.
In 2.
Yeah, the 8th leg goes to Richard Veenstra. 9th leg, Jim, to throw first.
100.
41.
82.
82.
58.
59.
96.
100.
59.
Jim requires 160.
120.
93.
Jim, you require 40.
'Getting shot in 3.
Yeah, the 9th leg, Jim Williams. So the 10th and final leg is Richard to throw first.
140.
140.
58.
99.
83.
45.
180.
Second 180 for Richard.
42.
Richard on 40.
Yeah, one last one.
It's a game shot and the match to Richard Veenstra. What a game there. I mean, Richard, if the phrase scoring for show, doubles for dough ever applied, it's that one. I mean, tell us about it from your perspective, Richard. You were 2-0 down. Jim had a dart, I think, for 3-0, and you took out that 90 checkout. Big turning point.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed the first 2 legs. 3 or 4 doubles. And then you're 2-0 behind, and then it's difficult. But I was lucky that Jim hit more 60 and missed some doubles. So I can come back and I'll think, and on 3-3 we had a very bad leg, and I hit the double 10, and I'll think that was the decider. Yeah,
it's a good way of looking at it. I mean, Jim, nothing wrong with your scoring there at all. 5 180s. And it looked good early on. And as Richard said, maybe the key leg of the whole match was when you were both missing doubles. It was the end of the 6th leg. Could have gone... the end of the 5th leg. I think you could have gone 3-2, and it was Richard that went 3-2, and that was a big turning point.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with my finishing there, to be honest. But yeah, like I say, the scoring's good. I actually felt comfortable tonight. It's the first time in a while, so it's a bit of a positive, that. I mean, like Richard, it's a point loss, but he's quality, and so pick up points wherever I can now, really.
But you did look comfortable, and there was that other shot, wasn't there? When you wanted the 1-2-1 for the bull, we could see the angle of the dart. Richard wouldn't have seen this, but the dart went in at a different angle and hit the 19. And did it just come out of your hand completely the wrong way, or?
Yeah, it just slipped out of my hand. Felt real confident as well going for it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, we can see that. I think it was nearer the treble, so unlucky on that one. But overall, Jim, I mean, there are positives because your scoring was as good as we've seen really throughout the Remote Darts League. So it is all about the doubles in this case.
Yeah, it's confidence, I think. Like I say, I've been so busy, I've not had a lot of chance to practice lately. So that does bring confidence, doesn't it? And I think perhaps I was lacking a little bit there at the end.
The good thing is, Jim, you do continue with us. You're straight on in a moment against Laura Turner. Just one more word with Richard. I mean, we mentioned at the start of the match, Rich, about the draws, and you went into that 10th and final leg. Was it on your mind when you're leading 5-4?
A little bit. But yeah, you have to trust on your own legs, and if you start good, then it's difficult to break. And yeah, you have to be out in at least in 15. So yeah,
well, job done there as far as you're concerned. Your first 6 games, 3 of them have been draws, but another win now, 3 wins on the board as well for you. We see you back later against Thibaut Tricol. So thanks both for the entertainment, and we'll see you again later.